Nerd Reactor, roll out.
Christian, how's it going?
Very good. How about yourself?
Good, good. Yeah, it's well, this month I think is going to be a crazy month for you for Arcane season 2. And the first season, I thought I was blown away. This is like my like I'm a huge like Arcane fan. This the stuff outside because I try to play League of Legends, and I don't know what your background is. If you guys, okay, you're steeped in it, so of course.
Yeah.
And so, what is it like for you trying to like cater to like just the gamers that have been playing it from since day one to also people outside?
hmm it was always a difficult question. People would always ask during the development of Arcane, who's this for? Is it for the gamers? Is it for the non-gamers? To be honest, I never really had an answer because I felt like we were living in a time where suddenly the whole world was paying attention to what games had to say, what the characters, the IPs, the worlds looked like and felt like. And so, um, I think from the get-go, the goal was to really stay true to what makes our characters, the characters that they are, and kind of just let the general audience embrace the tone and like the feel and the look of the game. And so, um, I mean, it wasn't easy, you really. I always say that the hard thing about adapting a video game like League of Legends is that it's not just about, the biographies and the description of their world. It's about the meta of the players, how it feels to play these characters. When you play Vi in League, you go in first and you will die first and you will not make it out. With Jinx, it's the opposite. You have to keep your distance. And she kind of gets amped up and really fast when she takes someone down. So we always tried to take these things into our writing, and it's the same thing for season two. The characters have to feel authentic, and that's never easy because it kind of changes over time as our gaming audience adapts these characters into whatever roles.
And did you ever think that when doing the show that these characters are going to be so beloved? Like everyone's, Jinx is already beloved, but now like she's got a whole story that people can see is fleshed out, and the
Yeah.
relationship with her and Vi, just seeing like from the inception to just the reaction to the world.
Well, that's a good question. Did I expect? I mean, I think we had this strong magnetism toward these characters for a reason. I think we always believed in them and loved them. I think it's impossible to really predict like how much, are people gonna really agree with us until it comes out. I think the central question between them as sisters is very universal. Um, it's, I don't know if you have siblings. I
Yeah.
do. It's not always easy. But there's family, they're family. So like, how do you, this central question that we had for them was, can they ever be sisters again after what happens in the third episode of the first season? And I think everybody who has that kind of either, sibling or even just a close friendship or another family member that causes that kind of stress, like everyone understands that question and can feel that question. And so I think that's what really, you know, sparked things, especially with Vi and Jinx. And so, you know, when I think about the most iconic characters that we all love, I think it's easy to think that what makes them special in our memories is like their design. But if you want to tell me that Luke Skywalker is like such an iconic character because he wears like a white robe, I'm like, that's just not it. It's his choices, right? It's like the things he does that we fall in love with. And I think it's the same for Vi and Jinx. The things they do really make us fall in love with them.
So you're saying there is hope for their family relationship, their bond.
Ugh. I mean, I think for everybody that has seen them grow up together as kids and survive these crazy trials in the Undercity and see how they help each other and support each other and have each other's backs, it's impossible to stop hoping, right? There's always this little spark. At times it seems pretty much impossible. But I think there's always this question, like, in the end, are they able to really kill each other? That's such an impossible question to answer until you actually are confronted with the situation.
Hmm. And the trailer, based on the trailer, like Vi is really angry, and she's super like just she was like aggressive before, but now she's really aggressive. She's fighting, she's competing, and just beating up everyone. So what do you think is uh, the uh, the switch here, especially after the aftermath of the first season?
Mm. Well, I think for Vi, it's what's difficult for her is that she, in a way, what happens at the end of season one, it alienates her and makes it also that she finds her new home and kind of close alliance with Caitlyn. You know, she now has this association with Piltover, and the underground becomes more and more this foreign place that is kind of haunted by her sister. So I think there's a bit of a feeling of being lost for Vi. Um, I know the feeling myself, what it feels like when you're in a place where it's a nice place, it's a place where you've chosen to live, but it's not home. And I think that is something I think really difficult for Vi as we get into the next chapter of the story. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Ella Purnell, Jinx, and then she's also in Fallout. So it's like this whole video game world, and her. I
Yeah.
think she's she's knocking it out of the park. So I don't know.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? And just her doing all these things and then coming back for season two.
I mean, it's awesome and fun to see Ella conquer the world. I mean, to us, it was, you know, always obvious just how incredibly good she is. Her voice is just unbelievable. The control she has, the different colors that she can kind of summon. Like her expressiveness also. It was just a matter of time until the world realizes just how incredibly talented she is.
Yeah. And so that's all the question I have for you, Christian. I just want to say thank you, and I can't wait to watch this the next season.
Thank you. I wish we had more time, but I guess it's just one of those days. But yeah, thank you
Oh
very
yeah.
much.
All right, Christian. Take care.